Hello, we're rolling. Yay! Welcome to the On Repeat Pod with Amara Jo. I'm Amara Jo, and this is a podcast where I go through my actual on repeat Spotify playlist and talk about what's there, why it's there, and what I know about the artists. Goodness, off to a great start. Already already talking, stumbling through my words. But some of you might be going, a podcast? You don't even have a microphone. That is because you guys are here at the very beginning. You're day one, well, day two, technically. This is episode 2. But you're here before I have a microphone. So that could be bragging rights for you, where if the show takes off, you're like, oh, well, I actually was listening to it before she had a microphone. So take that for what it's worth. Yeah, so I'm very excited. I have some nervous energy, weirdly, about shooting this second episode. After shooting the first one, it was a lot of fun. Like I really enjoyed talking about music, and after I was done recording the rest of this month prior to shooting this, I was listening to my music and thinking about what I could say, and just diving deeper into why I like things, and it's just really exciting, and so I want this to go well. So I have some nervous energy, and also there's two things going on. So I've got nervous energy, but I'm recording this on a Sunday, and Friday night I had an improv comedy show, and I just was hyped from that. And so I was up until 3 a.m. because I just was so like after the show. And then last night I was up till 3 a.m. again, just because. So this eye is like twitching a little bit, which means I probably haven't gotten enough sleep. So you're getting a combination of like nervous, happy energy and lack of sleep. So we will see how this goes. But I'm so excited you're here, and I am just ready to jump in. Are you guys ready to jump in? Let's do it. So the On Repeat Pod, right now, what this podcast is me talking through my own on repeat playlist. At some point, if this grows, I could see me having guests on. I was actually just thinking about this today, where I could do a scenario where I'm only talking to the guest about their playlist, or I could do something where we're kind of like bopping back and forth. Or like the way I could set it up is like once a month I go through my playlist, and then the rest of the weeks of that month I'm going through the playlist of my guests. So that's kind of like where I'm at with it right now. Until I get to the point of having guests, the show will be once a month, because I am one of those people where if something's on repeat for me, it will probably be on repeat for several weeks. And you'll notice too, when I go through my playlist, where you're like, wait a second, wasn't that on our playlist last month? And it's, yeah. Yes, it was. So I am someone who will continuously repeat things. And so if I did this more than once a month with just my playlist, you guys would be hearing me talk about the same music over and over again. So, but yeah, let's get started. This month, the On Repeat Pod playlist starts with number 1 is Like Jennie by JENNIE. Number 2 is Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande. Number 3 is Universal Mind Control by Common. Number 4 is My Love by Leanne. Number 5 is Language by Tori Kelly. Number 6 is Warm by Ariana Grande. Number 7 is Admit It, Jordan Sparks. Number 8 is Oscar-winning Tears, Ray. Number 9 is Revolving Door, Tate McRae. Number 10 is Kerosene, Miranda Lambert. Number 11, Give Love a Try, Jordan Sparks. Number 12, Confetti, Remastered, Tori Kelly. Number 13, Earthquake by, oh no, I'm gonna get her name wrong. I think it's Jizzo. Oh shoot. Jizzo? I probably butchered that, and if any Blackpink people watch this, I am gonna get hate in the comments. I think that's how you say her name. She's part of Blackpink. Number 14 is Ready to Love by JoJo. Number 15 is Defying Gravity, Cynthia and Ariana Grande. And number 16 is Love in Real Life by Lizzo. 17 is Balloon, featuring Doechii, and it's Tyler, the Creator. 18, I Need You by Jon Batiste. 19 is Baby Bluebird, me, Little Sailboat. 20 is Bam Bam, which is Camila Cabello featuring Ed Sheeran. 21 is Fire, Alicia Cara. 22 is You, Tori Kelly. 23 is Hopeful, Little Sailboat. 24 is Gust of Wind, Pharrell Williams. 25 is Born Again, and this is Lisa, Doja Cat, Ray. 26 is Distance, Tori Kelly. 27 is Catfish, Doechii. 28 is Kilometer, Burna Boy. 29, Abracadabra, Lady Gaga. 30 is End of Time, Beyonce. Now, as I was going through the end of that, I started to hear background noises, like there's an airplane going through right now, and I live in an apartment, so I just heard somebody do something. So I apologize, guys, for any background noise. Not much I can do about that right now. I live in an apartment, but yeah, we're just gonna go with it. So let's start at the top, shall we? Like Jennie by JENNIE. So the Blackpink girls, I don't know how many of you guys know about Blackpink, but they're a K-pop group, and they've been around for a really long time. And they're all doing solo projects right now. And JENNIE released a full album, and Like Jennie just really stuck with me. Like, it's just such a catchy song. The rap itself, like, like the rhythm of it is very catchy. And then what really got me was she has like kind of this choir like vocal that comes in where it's like do 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 do, and that is what hooked me. I love drama. In music, it's just big dramatic sounds. It just really connects with me. And so the kind of the rhythm of the rap with the layering of that choir vocal just like hit me, and I've been listening to it on repeat. It's so funny too, because I have a playlist called what do I call it? It's called my, oh gosh, someone's vacuuming. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but somebody's vacuuming. That's fun. And I don't have an editing software at this point, so everything is staying in. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. Okay, so I have a playlist called what did I call it? Something emo superhero. When I'm feeling like an emo superhero, it's something like that. Emo super. I have a playlist called If I Was an Emo Superhero. And in that playlist is just these like big songs where you can just imagine, like with the Like Jennie song. I really should add that to that playlist. That's a good song for this playlist. But you can just imagine that there's like a superhero of some sort standing on top of a building, and then that choir part comes in and they jump off the building in order to save somebody. And so I love that kind of music, and it makes me feel like a superhero, and so yeah, like Jennie. It was a good one to start this off. Number 2 is Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande. So Ariana Grande released a extended version of her album, and in order to promote that, she dropped basically a movie. You can tell she's in like full actor mode now because of Wicked. She dropped something called Brighter Days Ahead on YouTube that's almost 30 minutes long, and it's a movie. Like she starts as an older woman, and it just I don't want to ruin it for those of you that want to go watch it, but basically during that movie she plays Eternal Sunshine, and that was a song off the album that I remember liking when she first dropped it. But really the songs that I had on repeat last summer were and I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, the songs I liked last summer a lot. Like I really liked The Boy Is Mine, and Yes and I Wish I Hated You, and Imperfect for You. Those were the ones that were really on repeat for me during the summer last summer. But when she released this Brighter Days Ahead movie, I listened through her deluxe album, and I realized that I really like Eternal Sunshine. Her vocal layering in there, and she actually does this in the movie where she's a loop pedal, and I'm a sucker for a loop pedal, and so like during the bridge of the song, her vocal is kind of in one spot where it's like da 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 do 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 do, and then she layers in these just like beautiful harmonies, and so I've been listening to it a lot because I am a sucker for a loop pedal, and it's a very pretty song. Yeah. So then next on repeat, I am dealing with all of the sounds right now, guys. This could be a bit of a train wreck of an episode, but we're gonna keep going. I don't even know if you guys can hear it. Let me know in the comments if you can hear the stuff in the background or not. Okay. Here we go. So number 3 is Universal Mind Control by Common. And that's one where it goes back to me being really attached to dance. I learned, I was in tap, jazz, and ballet growing up, but I used to watch this show when I was a teenager and into my early 20s called So You Think You Can Dance, and that was my first time being exposed to more like lyrical hip-hop and things like that. And I always wanted to learn how to dance like that. And so a few years ago during COVID, I think, or maybe pre-COVID, I watched World of Dance, which is different than So You Think You Can Dance. But on World of Dance, there was a hip-hop dancer that danced to the song. And so when I'm feeling like I'm in like a kind of a lyrical hip-hop mood, I don't even know how to explain it, but like every now and then you just kind of want to like move your shoulders. And this song, the beginning of it is like and I'm just like moving moving my shoulders to it. So yeah, that's one that like it's just fun to listen to, especially when you're in just kind of a a dance mood. Number 4 is My Love by Leanne. Those of you who watched the first episode, you may remember that she was, this particular song was my #1 song of 2024. It was at the top of my Spotify Wrapped. And it's back. It's back. And this is another one where apparently my shoulders just needed to move this month, because My Love, like there's a part where it's like, and the rhythm it vibrates, like, and the shoulders, like, they just want to go. So I've been listening to this in the car a lot, and it does not surprise me that it's back in the on repeat playlist. Number 5 is Language by Tori Kelly. So Tori Kelly, it was so funny because she was in my on repeat pod playlist last month. I don't remember for what though. Was she? I think she was. I remember talking about her. On repeat pod. And there it is. I found it. So she was in here. Oh yeah, that's right. For You. That's right. So she's back, and this time for Language, which is a older song on her album called Inspired by True Events. Love that album. The first song on that is called Coffee, and when the album came out, like, that song was on repeat for me over and over and over again. I love coffee. Well, not physical coffee. I don't drink physical coffee anymore. It's not good for my stomach. But the song Coffee is really good. So Language is another one off that album that I really like. And it was so funny. After I posted that first episode, I happened to be on the phone with my brother, and he was like, Amara, like, I think I remember you saying that you like Tori Kelly, and I was trying to find some songs by her because I feel like I might like her. And he was saying that a lot of her top songs on Spotify are from the Sing movie and like collabs and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, let me help you. I will put together a playlist for you of Tori Kelly songs. And so I put together a playlist for him, and I sent it to him, and then I was on the phone with him a few days later and was like, did you like the playlist? And he was like, yeah, it was 3 hours long. So I didn't get through all of it. I got through maybe the first like 3 or 4 songs, and I'm like, oh yeah. But yeah, Language is a bit of a deep cut. But I really like it because she does these runs, where in this particular song, she does a run where she goes up instead of down. Like, runs often people like hit a note and then they go down, but she has become a bit famous for being able to do runs that go up. And there's actually a supercut somewhere online of her doing that run at her concerts, and like people, her fans, like flipping out. So she does that run where she goes up in this song. And yeah, this is a song that just has like a lot of emotion behind it, and it's fun to jam out to. So there you go. I gotta take a breath. I gotta pace myself a little bit. It's like, not a race. So, all right. Number 6 is Warm by Ariana Grande. So she had released the deluxe album, Eternal Sunshine, Brighter Days Ahead, and I listened through the entire album, and then at the end of the extended version were a good handful of songs that were new, because you know that artists will, when they release an extended version, there's usually a chunk of songs on there that are new. And I listened through them all, and I did like Twilight Zone, and I did like Dandelion. Dandelion has this like really sick horn part at the beginning, and I think it's gonna, the actual song itself is gonna grow on me more because of that horn part. But the one that really stuck out to me the most was Warm. And I think it's because the concept is so simple and beautiful. Basically, the lyrics are just talking about how I'm cold on my own, but I'm warm in your arms, and that's it, you know. And so that simple, sweet message really connected to me, and again, her vocal layering in this song is just top notch. So really, really, really like this song. Number 7 is Admit It by Jordin Sparks. So this is a first repeat. It's a it's a repeat from the repeat. How do I want to do this? It's on here again. Admit It by Jordin Sparks is a song that was on my on repeat playlist last month. And it's still here, just because it's a good song. Number 8 too, Oscar Winning Tears by Ray is another repeat. Was on the playlist last month. I'm disappointed in myself though, because Ray, I still haven't listened to the album. Like I love Oscar Winning Tears, and I love escapism, but I still haven't taken the time to listen through the whole album, and I need to do that. I like to listen to albums when I'm at home. Like I don't like listening to an album for the first time when I'm out and about. Like I like to kind of focus in. So I need to do that. I need to sit down and or wash dishes, or I'm either sitting down drinking tea while I'm listening to an album, or I'm like washing dishes or doing laundry. That's usually my first go at listening to an album. So I need to do that. I need to take the time to listen to that full album. Number 9 is Revolving Door by Tate McRae. So this one was at the top of my playlist last month. Another repeat. That's kind of fun to say, actually. Repeat. And you know what's funny about this one is, so I'm not on social media. I don't have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Like it's a lot. It's too much for me. And the fridge is now going. The fridge has decided to make noises. Oh, guys. Oh, man. This is what happens when you try to do a podcast in your apartment without a microphone and a sound booth. But it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna keep going. Okay, so what's so interesting to me about this song is, so I'm not on social media, right? And so in order to kind of get a feel for what's going on social media without being on it, I will kind of poke around in the comments of different YouTube videos. And I saw a behind the scenes video of Tate McRae dancing and rehearsing for this song prior to shooting the music video, because the music video is her dancing to the song, and at the very beginning of the song, she does a back bend and like brings her leg up above her. And in the comments, people were like, oh, apparently there was a bunch of just like, I wouldn't call it hate, but maybe like criticism online, just being like, oh, there's no way she did that back bend. Like it was edited. Like there was somebody by her, and apparently by releasing this behind the scene video, everybody was able to see that she was the one, like she physically did this back bend, and it's very, very impressive. And so from there, a trend happened where all of these people attempted to do the back bend, and it was really funny because she's clearly a very trained dancer, and so to see these people attempt it, and there were some that were like better than others, but it just goes to show that a lot of these artists, they're working really hard. They're wanting to put out their best, and so you could tell. I was like, yeah, Tate McRae is Tate McRae for a reason. So kudos to her. Yeah, I could never do a back bend. I could never. In a million years, I would not be able to do that. So, number 10 is Kerosene by Miranda Lambert. So this is like full on country. Okay. So I'm not gonna swear on the podcast because I'm aware that I have listeners who are moms and probably have little ones around, and so but at the end of the day, this song is on the playlist because sometimes you want to feel like a bad blank. There you go. There you go. So I do not condone anything that happens in this song. I personally have never and will never do this to a man, what happens in this song, but sometimes you just want to feel like a bad. So apparently this past month I wanted that feeling. So Kerosene is on this playlist, and I also love some of Miranda's other songs as well, and so it's a good jam. It's a good jam for sure. What cracks me up though is the next song on the playlist is "Give Love a Try" by Jordan Sparks, and literally in the Miranda Lambert song, it's the lyrics are I'm giving up on love because love's giving up on me, and then my next song on the playlist is "Give Love a Try." So apparently I'm telling myself that even though love has given up on you, that you should give it a try. So there you go. So number 11 is "Give Love a Try" by Jordan Sparks. This is off her latest album, No Restrictions. The same album that Admit It is on. And again, this is a deep cut. It wasn't one of her singles, but it's a really pretty song. And it has a beautiful guitar part to it. I love a strong instrumental, and the guitar is just beautiful in this song. So, number 12 is Confetti, remastered by Tori Kelly. So this is off of her album Handmade Songs by Tori Kelly. I believe she produced this herself. Like, she recorded it, did all of the instruments, and produced it completely on her own. This song in particular, I really connect with the lyrics on it. After I made that playlist for my brother, I was going through her catalog, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right, I really like this song. And I was starting to listen to it, and you know, I told you guys last time that she didn't make it very far on American Idol. And Confetti, there's some lyrics in there where she's like, I'm not gonna wait for the confetti to fall. I'm not gonna wait to be happy. Basically saying that even though she didn't win the show, and that she's like still working really hard to be a musician, that she's not gonna let that goal stop her from being happy. And I really I really relate to that. You know, as someone who has been trying to figure out how to have my art be something I can do all the time, and it can be a little defeating sometimes, and can make you go kind of in a dark place because you're in environments that you know are not the best for you, but you're just trying to get by, right? And so this song reminds me that just because I haven't reached that goal doesn't mean that I can't be happy and find happiness and find joy. And so it's a good reminder for me. It really is. So, all right. Number 13 is Earthquake. I'm gonna look this up. How do you say her name? How do you say it? Jisoo? Jisoo? I think it's Jisoo. What is this video? Oh, nope, that's an ad. That's a Devani's ad. I don't want that. Okay, I think it is Jisoo. So Jisoo is one of the girls from the Blackpink girl group, and she also released a solo project. And Earthquake, I watched the music video for this, and first of all of the Blackpink women just do these amazing music videos. They're super, super fun to watch. Like the Blackpink videos are super fun to watch, and then all of their individual videos have been super fun to watch. And so Earthquake in particular, I watched this and I really loved it because it reminded me of a K-drama. And during the pandemic, all I was doing was watching K-dramas. Like I was watching so many K-dramas, and so to see a music video that reminded me of a K-drama just made me connect to this song. It's funny too because she her fellow bandmates have told her that they think that she could be an actor, and based off of that music video, I'm like, yeah, I can see it. I can see it. There was a viral trend for this song. Like there's a dance where basically in part of the song it's like do 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 do. I think that's how it goes. And I was this close to posting a short of me doing that dance, and I stopped myself. But because it just feels like doing trending dances is just like a black hole. But I might do it. I might do it because I'm kind of experimenting with shorts right now. I do not understand shorts. I just don't. And so I'm like, well, maybe if you don't understand it, like just play around and see what you can do. So I might do that dance just to see. I might get a lot of, if I do post it, I will probably get a lot of hate because the shorts, like, you just don't know who is actually going to see your stuff. So I had to mentally prepare myself to receive hate from if I post the dance. But I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go and see how it goes. The shorts itself have been doing me a little dirty because you don't get to pick your thumbnail for the shorts, and all of my short videos, like my face is like, and I'm like, great, that's lovely, and my eyes are like I've been dealing with kind of a low-grade sinus. I found out on Friday that I've had like a low-grade sinus infection for a really long time, and so I've been a little puffy in like my eyes and in my face, and so all of those short thumbnails, I just look like sick. Like I don't look good. But it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. I'll be okay. But yeah, I might post a short of me doing that dance just to like see what happens. Number 14 is Ready to Love by JoJo. So that was a repeat from last episode. Number 15, Defying Gravity. Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. So they performed, so two things. One, I did see the movie. I watched it on New Year's Eve via like Amazon Prime with my sister and her family. And I really enjoyed it. And then at the Oscars, they performed it, and it was such a beautiful performance. You know, Cynthia at the end was on this platform. I had my hand down here. You can't see my hand. Cynthia at the very end was on a platform, and they kind of like slowly raised her up during the last part of her song. And it was really simple, but really effective. And just, there was just so much emotion behind that performance. So that was kind of in the back of my head. And then after Ariana Grande dropped her deluxe version of her album, I was like, oh, like I should also go and re-listen to Defying Gravity. And it gets me emotional, guys. I do not listen to it in the car, and I do not listen to it in public because it does make me cry. I listen to it in the evenings after I get home from work. There's a point in the song where she says like, I'm the one you want. She did nothing wrong. It's me. And I immediately start just crying because throughout my adult life, I've spent a lot of time protecting people. And so I just really connect to her emotion in that moment. And then, you know, I'm crying, and then as the song goes on, I also relate to, I've been someone that people have placed their anger on. Like a lot of people have directed anger at me throughout my adult life. And so, you know, that ending of like, will never bring me down. Like when she gets to that point and it's just building and building and building, I'm just bawling. And I'm making dinner. Like I'm listening to this song at home while I'm making dinner. So I'm like cutting a cucumber and I'm like, just like, so just bawling my eyes out. It's just such a big, beautiful song. And then at the end, you know, it's a beautifully orchestrated song when the timpani is like dun 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 dun. Like that kind of timpani at the end is it's so great. I love it so much. So it's on repeat, and it just makes me cry. It makes me cry. Number 16, Love in Real Life by Lizzo. I really liked a lot of Lizzo's earlier stuff, and so when she released her 2 singles, I took a listen to it. And this one in particular I really liked because the chorus is like, hey ho, like that's not how she sings it. She has a much stronger voice than I do, but it's just like, it's a very like summery song, again with the shoulders. What is it with the shoulders, guys? Hey ho, do, do, do. Anyway, so that's why it's been on repeat. It's another shoulder song. 17 is Balloon by Tyler the Creator featuring Doechii. This is another one where it's a repeat, and I have not listened to the Tyler the Creator album yet. Like I've been meaning to do that, and I just haven't yet. So on my list is to sit down and listen to Ray, and to sit down and listen to Tyler the Creator. So number 18 is I Need You by Jon Batiste. So John, he was the former accompanist on Stephen Colbert's late night show, and then like really took off. Like there was an album he released. Did he win Album of the Year? There was an album like a few years ago that got a lot of attention. did it win a Grammy? Oh, 2022. Yeah, wait, did he? This is what happens when you do research during a podcast. He won. Best album. There it is. Album of the year. World Music Radio. Yeah, he did. The 66. Okay. Yeah, he won a lot that year. Worship Record of the Year. Well, no, did he actually win this though? It looks like he did. Someone can fact check me if I'm wrong. Anyway, I just know that he got a ton of attention at one point. All of a sudden, well deserved, because he's very, very talented. I was reminded of this when I was putting together that Tori Kelly playlist I was telling you guys about. Tori Kelly and John did a duet together on a song called Sing. And it's a beautiful song, and it's a wonderful song. And then on that same album is a song called I Need You. And it's just a very happy song. I tend to have like these big dramatic songs that I listen to, and then I have these like happier upbeat songs that I like to listen to, that kind of like balance things out. So it's a good song. It's a good song. Number 19 is Baby Bluebird by Little Sailboat. That's me. That's me. I'm Little Sailboat. I know I'm Amara Jo. Some of you guys might just know me as Amara Jo, but Little Sailboat is my artist name. That's the name I release music under. And yeah, you know, I just get into, I just like to listen to it and dream a bit, you know. So all right, 20 is Bam Bam, Camila Cabello featuring Ed Sheeran. So Camila Cabello is was part of that girl group Fifth Harmony, and she has released some really, really strong albums. I tend to check out the stuff that she releases, and Bam Bam is just one that I go back to a lot, because it's just such a positive, I'm gonna get through it kind of song. It kind of sounds like she wrote the song after breaking up with Shawn Mendes, her former boyfriend. Yeah, I just relate to the message of the song, and Ed Sheeran collaborating on this is really cool. So yeah, I really like it. Quick note on Ed Sheeran, he released a single a few days ago that I'm starting to listen to that isn't on my on repeat pod playlist yet, but it would not surprise me if it's on it next month. He literally just released it a couple of days ago. It's a I think it's called Azizem. Oh, I gotta get a drink of water here. Yeah, I think it's called, yeah, Azizem. And the music video for this is actually really cute. He's running around with like this pink heart balloon, and he seems really happy and healthy, which is really good to see, because some of his previous work, you could tell he was in a really hard place. Like when he released Boat, which is a song I really like, you could tell he was grieving. He had a best friend that had passed away, and his wife had, I think it was breast cancer, and so you could tell he was just going through a lot of pain, and I really related to that song at the time, because at the time my sister also had breast cancer, and so I just yeah, so that emotion, that raw emotion was there. So you know, seeing this music video for Azizem, I think that's, whew, I gotta get better at pronouncing things, guys. This is gonna be bad if I can't pronounce things. But he looks so happy and healthy, and there's just something about like seeing your favorite artists happy and healthy. Like I'm just happy for him to see him like that. And he posted this behind the scenes video of him recording this song. And I eat that stuff up just as like a fellow singer-songwriter. I love behind the scenes on that kind of stuff. So yeah, and apparently that the name of the song itself is Persian, and the song is just like has a lot of Persian influence to it. So it's the first single for an upcoming album, it sounds like. So I'm excited to listen to that album, because you don't really know at this point. Everybody's kind of like, okay, who's gonna have the album of the summer, because everybody is excited about that. So it'll be interesting to see if it's Ed this summer, if you know, this is kind of the start of an album for him, of a strong like summer album for him. I'm definitely going to be listening to it when it drops. So all right, number 21 is Fire by Alessia Cara, another repeat. Number 22 is You by Tori Kelly, another repeat. 23 is Hopeful by Little Sailboat, that's me. Another song of mine on the playlist. I promise this is the last one. I think the reason why I started listening to this one is because of that Eternal Sunshine song by Ariana Grande. I have always wanted to like get my hands on a loop pedal. Haven't gotten there yet, but there's just something so cool about being able to loop and layer. And so Hopeful, I actually went into the studio, and like, what was funny is I wanted to do that. I wanted to like loop and layer in the studio, but the producer I was working with was like, no, like you're gonna. So if you listen to that song, I'm looping, but I'm singing all the way through, and I'm playing all the way through. It's like not a loop, but the song itself is like set up like a like it would be like a loop situation. So anyway, that's why that's there. All right, okay, still going. 24 is Gust of Wind by Pharrell Williams. So this is an older song off of his album Girl. He kind of popped off after releasing Happy, right? The I'm so happy. But like, I really like this kind of song. They're the violins. I love a violin moment, and there's just like this like beautiful violin moment in this song. And I think he collaborated with Daft Punk on this song. Like I remember seeing them in the music video. They're not listed as being on the song like on Spotify, but I remember them being in the music video. So there's a portion of that song that has a bit of like a kind of a Technologic. That's actually one of Daft Punk's songs, but it sounds like Daft Punk. I really don't know how to describe it beyond that. So yeah, that is just a really cool song. The funny thing about Pharrell Williams is I don't think people realize how many songs he's behind. Like I am pretty darn sure, let's see here. Yep. Okay, so Drop It Like It's Hot by Snoop Dogg. Drop It Like It's Hot by Snoop Dogg is featuring Pharrell Williams. So the guy behind Happy is also the guy behind Drop It Like It's Hot. And if you remember in that song, it's like, ooh, like that's Pharrell Williams. That's him. So yeah, he's behind so many songs. Number 25 is Born Again by Lisa and featuring Doja Cat and Ray. So Lisa is another one that's part of that girl group Blackpink, and Born Again, I think Ray wrote it. Just like the sound of it just feels very Born Again. Did Ray write it? Okay, So Ray co-wrote Born Again. And you can tell, like, when you listen to that song, it's like, oh yeah, this has Ray's fingerprints on it. Doja Cat, apparently Lisa has always wanted to work with Doja Cat. So this like collab felt very random at first, but then once I started to peel back the layers, I was like, oh, okay, so Ray co-wrote it, and they probably decided to, like, after she blew up, that to put her on it. And then Lisa's always wanted to work with Doja Cat, so yeah, it's a great song. It was interesting because at the Oscars, all three of them performed, but they didn't perform the song. Like they did like a James Bond tribute, where all three of them sang different James Bond songs, but they didn't sing this song. So that was really interesting to me. But yeah, it's a good song. All right, 26 is Distance, Tori Kelly, another repeat. 27 is Catfish by Doechii, another repeat. Number 28 is Kilometer by Burna Boy, another repeat. Number 29 is Abracadabra by Lady Gaga, another repeat. I warned you guys, I told you that this might happen. And then number 30, the last one on the playlist, is End of Time by Beyonce. So I feel like there's always a Beyonce song in my on repeat playlist, and this month it's End of Time. Every now and then I think End of Time like might be my favorite Beyonce song, but it's so hard because it kind of depends on the mood you're in. So End of Time has this very like marching band feel to it, and I love a marching band moment. I really do. And End of Time, I actually vividly remember the first time I was exposed to this song, because I remember watching a YouTube video. I think it was Todrick Hall was his name. He used to do these YouTube videos where he would do like flash mobs, or he would like surprise people. I think his most viral video is him like singing to Starbucks workers, but he did a flash mob in like a Target or something, of End of Time by Beyonce, and I was just like, I really liked it. So yeah, so we made it to the end. 50 minutes, guys. I did not expect it to take me 50 minutes again, and I felt like I was talking really fast, so I apologize, guys, for all of the noise, and if I was a little off today. You know, I have the sinus infection going on, I got the poofiness in my eyes, and the lack of sleep, and so this could have been a little bit of a rough one today, but I wanted to record this today, like, because I promised the first Sunday of the month. So even though I'm like not at the top of my game right now, I still wanted to record it, because I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited about the potential of this podcast, and I'm learning, and I hope to learn and grow and get better, and so hopefully next month, maybe I can soundproof. I don't know. I don't know if I can promise that, but I hope you still enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know in the comments what you thought, what you liked, what you agreed with, what you disagreed with, and we'll do this again in a month. Cool. Thanks, everybody. Amara Jo, out.